Hello guys, what's good? Passport bros, what's happening? I hope you guys got your passports. I hope you guys are planning to leave the matrix. If you are a simp, if you're a nice guy, if you are a good guy, good guy, simp, whatever you want to call it, you know if you live in the West, you're pretty not gonna get much play. You're gonna be taken advantage of. Because everything in the United States or everything in Western countries are just upside down. That's why we call it the matrix. That's why we just can't understand how screwed up the society is. It's so screwed up that everything that's supposed to be good is bad. Everything that's supposed to be bad is good. Like, these women don't want regular working guys making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, hardworking men. They don't want that. They want the drug dealers. They want the scammers. I was watching a TikTok of teenagers. They were interviewing some teenagers. A teenager, I think they were in high school. They were interviewing other high school girls, and they were asking a girl, do you want a abusive, handsome man, or do you want a loyal, ugly, short guy? And all of the girls in high school, teenagers, picked the abusive guy that's attractive. So everything in the West is upside down. Now I'm gonna push back on some things, right? Being a simp, being a good guy, being a nice guy is good if you're in the right environment. If you're in the Philippines, which is more of a traditional society, if you are in Africa and you meet a real traditional African woman, if you are in the Middle East, if you are in societies where the women are traditional, where the society is traditional, where men are respected, being a nice guy and a simp actually pushes you to the top. If you're a bad boy, you're not gonna get any play. But I know it's hard for you guys listening right now to understand that, because your whole life you've been emasculated to be the F boy, because you can't get the girls unless you are the F boy. And a lot of that F boy stuff doesn't work in other countries that are more family oriented, that are more traditional, because women don't look at how much money you make. They don't date based on excitement and sex. They look based on how much of a good partner you can be to them, and to meet their family, and also get vetted by their family. You know, women in the U.S. don't get vetted by anyone. They do whatever they want. Teenagers do whatever they want. You know, there's a high school, I'm from Florida, right? There's a high school teacher that was telling me that most of the girls caught super gonorrhea and chlamydia. Like, they were passing it around. It's bad. Like, it was bad. This was like, these are kids, in the early teens. So, you know, when you think about the dynamic in the U.S., not just dating, just anything in general, right? The first thing people ask is, what do you do for a living? If you're a blue-collar worker, if you're a hard worker, they kind of diminish you. They don't respect you, which it's funny that it is the opposite in other countries. Now, you need to get your passport and go to these countries. There's a lot of you guys that just can't be F-boys. Like, you're living in the West right now. You can't turn yourself into an F-boy. And even there's a lot of guys that are very successful. You're just nerds. You're just nice guys and naturally simps, which the Western society and the red pill society demonizes, and the manosphere demonizes. But I would say you don't have to change to be an F-boy. All you have to do is change your environment to different societies where it's not Western, this evil, satanic stuff being pushed around. You know, you win in those societies. Because I know there are a lot of you that have a lot of unanswered questions, because now you're looking like, okay, my natural state is to be like a nerd. Like, you speak properly, you that boring guy that woman divorces after 1 year or never give play to, because, you know, you're a frugal guy, or you just a hardworking guy that is not a F-boy, that doesn't smoke. You drink socially. You hang out with the boys. You know, you just live a nice, cool life, and you take care of every woman that you meet. So now you can't date anymore because now they're taking advantage of you and all the foodie calls and stuff. So I would say the solution to your problem, if you're a simp, if you are a nice guy or a good guy, if you take care of your women, if you're a guy that loves to take care of your women and treat her right and put her on the pedestal, you just have to go to the right environment for it. Because for you to put a woman on a pedestal, she has to put you on a pedestal first. You know, she has to love you more than you love her, or both of you love each other the same. You know, she has to reciprocate that from the beginning. She has to prove that to you. So if that's in your character, if you can't change, because a lot of this red pill and things in the manosphere tells guys to just be one way, and that's because they're expecting you to stay in the West. But you don't have to stay in the West. You can go to countries where you will be appreciated, where they'll scoop you up like that. Did you guys see a lot of these TikToks of these Filipino and all these Asian, Southeast Asian women clapping back at American women and saying the opposite of what they're saying? Like, if you guys think these guys are washed up and broke because they're regular working guys, making regular working money, making more money than most of you that say they're broke, okay, bring them to us. We will date them. We will appreciate them. We'll cook for them. There's a lot of videos out there with these women telling you that. So you don't have to take my word for it. You can go on TikTok. You can see these videos that are up. So being a simp and being a good guy and being a nice guy is not necessarily a bad thing, right? You don't have to change. You don't have to be an F-boy. You can... A lot of you are not built that way, you know. A lot of us can adapt. You know, I can adapt. Like, you know, I had to adapt. I had to, you know, I had to bring out that part of me in order to get what I wanted, you know, and that's what most guys do. But there's a lot of guys you guys will never be that guy. You'll never be that future. You're always going to be a Russell Wilson type guy, you know. You're always going to be a Steve Urkel type of guy. You know, all you have to do is leave the U.S. You can go to Malaysia. You can go to Colombia, learn the language. You can go to Brazil, learn Portuguese, go deep into the culture, leave the touristic areas, meet people that are family-oriented, you know, average or beautiful-looking women that are ready for families at the age of 23, 24, 25. You could actually get what you want. You just have to leave the environment. It's not over. It's not. You guys are thinking unilateral. You guys are thinking just one way, especially you guys in the U.S. A lot of you guys are screwed up. You only thinking one way. Oh, all women are like that. No, not all women are like that. There are almost 200 countries on this planet. Not all women are like that. You have to leave the Western Hemisphere. You have to leave the U.S. If you're in the U.S. or U.K. or any of these countries, Canada, which is the worst right now. You know, any of these countries, you can go to smaller countries that are developing and live a very good life and stay the way you are. Stay a good guy. Stay a nice guy. You know, I'm in the country that I am in Africa right now that I moved to. A lot of women would not date you if you're an F-boy. If you're an F-boy, you won't get any play. I mean, some women would date you that are in that realm, you know. But a lot of women that grew up with their mom and dad, and their dad has to vet you, and brothers have to vet you, and are Christians or devout Muslims or devout traditional worshipers, or just good women in general that wants a good guy, will not give you a chance. They will not give you their body. They will not give you their time. They will not give you their future. So, you know, there's a lot of solutions to these problems. You guys just think you just have to turn into an F-boy because you're only thinking about staying in the matrix. You don't have any plan of leaving. So now you have to adapt and be toxic just like these women are. Right? I saw a video, I know a lot of you have seen it, where this woman's like, I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, but it's not enough to be a good guy. I'm looking at who. First of all, this is not the video to go in on someone, but listening to that, a lot of you guys are like, okay, all right, I'm gonna turn to an F-boy. But you really don't have to do that. All you have to do is change your environment and you will win. You will win. The Matrix, everything is upside down. Everything is upside down because the agent of confusion is there, and they need everybody confused and brainwashed, and men acting like women and women acting like men for them to control the society. The society is divided and conquered. So this everything is, it's done. It's done. It's done. So I would say it's not a bad thing to be a simp. I would say it's not a bad thing to be a good guy. I would say it's not a bad thing to be a upstanding regular guy making $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 a year. Like, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is change your environment. Be a passport bro. Be a digital nomad. Be a, get a remote job or a remote business, and just for whatever you want to do, find your way out of the Western countries. Go to smaller countries that are developing. There's lots of different countries you can go to outside of the U.S. and have a very great life as a good guy, as a Russell Wilson type guy, as a simp, right? And again, it depends on what kind of level of simpery. Like I said earlier, you have to be careful as well. You can't do it with the wrong type of people. You have to go to the right environment and find the right people to be like that for, which it's doable. You just have to. All you have to do is immerse yourself in the culture. There's so many different countries, so many different women in all around the world. Beautiful souls, beautiful women that will never cheat on you, that will never divorce you, that will never leave you no matter what. There are countries where you can still find these women. You have to go and find it. All is not done. All is not done. All you have to do is find your way out of these chaotic, demonic countries, and you will win. You will win. I know nobody has ever done this kind of video, right? Everybody's telling you to be tough, and yeah, you should be tough as a man, but everybody's telling you to be an F-boy, like Future, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Yeah, I would say if you're living in the West, yeah, don't. This advice is not for you. This advice that I'm giving you right now is for people that can't be that F-boy. You can't be that kind of like a Future type guy. You can't be like that. You're not born to be like that, even if you want to get girls, even to get laid. I'm saying if that's you, leave the country, leave the U.S., leave Western countries, and you will really be appreciated. I mean, there are women that are longing for guys like you. You just have to go. You have to go and find them. And I don't mean going to like the major cities. I'm talking about going deep into the culture. I'm not talking about going on social media or dating apps to find them. You won't find them. Most of these women, you won't find them in dating apps. I mean, most of the women that you guys are swapping, bodily fluids with, the next passport bro is swapped bodily fluid with, because you guys are meeting from the same website. And a lot of you are refusing to learn the culture or the language. So how are you going to meet original, deep, rooted traditional women? You won't, unless you learn the language, learn the culture, immerse yourself in the culture, create some, like just go approach women, right? And place yourself in the right environment. It's really doable. It's really doable. All you have to do is work on it. Your rights are getting taken away. You, as a man in Western countries, you have zero rights. So you really can't do what you want to do in the first place. I mean, if you're an F-boy, all you need is one false allegation and your whole life is done. So what's the point? So I'm telling y'all right now, there's a solution to the problem. You just go and you have to go find it. You need to get your passport. You need to book a consultation with me. You need to support the channel as well. The Cash App links, the Venmo links, everything are in the description below. And comments as well. Like, share this video. Share this video to guys that you might have had this conversation with that are thinking, yo, this is the end of life. There's nothing else. I'm done. Like, I can't be that guy. Yes, you can. You have to go to the right environment for it, find the right person for it. All right? This is a solution to the problem. This is a solution-based video right now. Everybody's talking about this, talking about that, arguing with women, blah, 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 women this, women that, and all this stuff. But I'm telling you right now, there's solutions to these problems, and I'm giving you a solution to the problem. So peace, guy. If you're a good guy, if you're a simp, if you're a nice guy, if you're a good guy, if women have dropped you left and right, and women have divorced you, or women have broken up with you and left you for the F boy and this and that, you need to find your way out of the Western countries and go to non-Western countries and find someone that will appreciate you, because in outside of the U.S., most cultures don't play this F-boy stuff. They really don't. They really don't. If you really travel extensively, you really see that it's mainly in Western countries like the U.S., U.K., Canada, all these evil countries that this stuff can fly, you know? So peace out, guys. Until another time.